Hey, what's up guys? Nils here and welcome back to another video. So it's been I think 2 or 3 days now that I've been gone, but anyway, so the night before I was gone, pretty much after turning the stream on, I finished my pass and I was opening my relic chest and I was actually blessed enough to get the heart mag. Now the heart mag is, as you guys can see right here, the 1.5% chance legendary relic that drops out of the relic chest, and it is absolutely insane. It is actually a lot better than I even initially thought, guys. So now Cupid's bow is slightly better than heart mag in terms of what we want it for, but 0.2% chance is pretty hard to get, so I would highly advise you guys to actually try to get yourselves a heart mag. Now previously I have spoken and I have said that the battle pass is not really worth buying unless you have like spare Robux and you don't really care, because first of all it only lasts for 2 weeks and it doesn't even give that good stuff, and the worst part is this restart button only works with Robux after doing it 3 times, which I don't know, it's just stupid. Like, why the hell? Either put it with Robux only, resets, or just don't. Makes no sense, whatever. Anyway, so heart mag, guys, is a luck relic. Now you guys, if you've been watching me for a while, you guys know that I've probably said plenty of times about luck relics necessity to be added into the game, right? Like, the game itself doesn't really make sense without luck relics. Like, you hatch hooded figures, sure. Is it a great pet? Sure. But can you turn them into shinies? No. Can you turn them into celestials? No. You rely on magic drop K-Pass if you have it. If you don't have magic drops, you're pretty much doomed, right? And the difference from this to a shiny to a celestial is huge. Now, playing the game, like just playability wise, it doesn't make sense to not being able to turn your secrets into shinies and celestials, right? Like, I think the game design is very bad, and I've been advocate for a while now that we need luck relics into the game. Now, relics are kinda pay to win at the moment. Like, you can be hella lucky and get one by just grinding the lower pass, but the chances are very, very small. That's why I've said it. But anyway, enough with all of that stuff. Let's take a look at the actual relic. So I have leveled my relic up to 34. I've fed everything I could in this relic, literally everything I could. And there you go, guys. This relic gives us 74.3% luck at the moment and 8500% power. Now, just for comparison, guys, this heart mag right here, level 34, is approaching this Supreme Stone at level 33. I don't think it's gonna reach it, because I think Legendary's cap at level 40, I've been told. I have no idea. But this is gonna come very close to the Supreme Stone. And Supreme Stone is obviously a pretty bonkers relic. And just for comparison, level 30 nats give 9300% power, right? So this is not even a bad alternative power option. Now, how this luck works, just to give you an idea, this luck works based on your base luck. So base luck is 4.95 at the moment. If I go ahead and remove this and put my heart mag on, you're gonna see that my luck is going up to 6.69. Now, I assume that there is some sort of diminishing returns kicking into the game. I don't know exactly how it works, but anyway, this relic is actually doing a pretty significant difference, guys. Now, let me go ahead and actually run back to the egg, where we can actually see some of the odds into perspective, so you guys can actually understand, like, numeric-wise, how big of a difference this makes, right? So, this is our egg currently, and these are the numbers, right? Now, let's focus on the secret, right? Unfortunately, we don't have darkness. We are gonna have darkness in 3 minutes, so if I keep on ranting and ranting for 3 minutes, you guys are gonna see the odds. But anyway, so secret 70,700. Now, if I do equip this heart mag, it goes down to 52,000. That is a pretty big difference as far as I'm concerned, right? That is a pretty huge difference. Now, what I wanna do is I actually wanna go ahead and go back to Supreme Stone, so 70.7 thousand, right? Now, if we use a luck boost, I will use a 5-minute luck boost right here. You see here, it actually goes a lot lower than a luck boost. A luck boost drops this to 58.82 thousand, which is kind of crazy, right? Like, the difference is honestly pretty big. Now, if I put the relic on top, let's see what's gonna happen. It's gonna go down to 45,000. Obviously, you see diminishing returns are kicking in, but it's still pretty big of a difference. Now, we can throw a secret lock on top of this, but I'm actually gonna wait for darkness to happen, and then we're gonna change all of the odds. But in the meantime, while we're waiting for the darkness, I have to tell you guys that this doesn't affect weapons. Or last time I checked, it didn't seem to affect weapons. Maybe I'm just blind, I don't know. But yeah, 0.089, I think that's a normal like lag boost rate. So even if I do this, it's not gonna change anything. And yeah, so this lag relic doesn't affect weapons. So effectively, its only use is for the darknesses. And I guess like if you're hatching overnight, especially early on in the updates, you can use that relic. As I said, if you level it up a little bit, or a lot rather, because it did take some work, let me tell you, it's gonna be not that big of a difference from the Supreme Stone that I have here. So you see here my power kill is at 1 point something DVG, right? 1.0 something. If I put the hard mag, let's see how much do we lose. I think we're still gonna hit 1 probably. Wait, are we losing that much? Okay. Weird flex, I guess. We're losing about... No, okay, there we go. It goes up, just as I thought. So you see here, it goes to like 989, 1 DVG. It hits 1 DVG. So we're losing like... Okay, there we go, 1.4, 1.5, I don't know. You see here that we're barely losing any PPS, right? We're losing like 0.3 to 0.7, something like that. Obviously, FPS, lag, all of that stuff come into play, but yeah, it's not really that big of a loss, that's what I'm trying to say. Especially for a 20-minute darkness period, it's gonna do a pretty big deal. It's gonna be a pretty big deal. Now, something else that I want to touch on, you don't really have to worry about getting 2 of these, right? You only have to worry about getting 1 of them. And oh boy, I actually thought it was darkness. It's actually Shiver, unfortunately. But anyway, so back to the topic, what I was saying right before we got interrupted by Shiver. You don't really have to go for 2 of these. 1 is enough, and as I said, there is diminishing returns, right? And diminishing returns are kicking in extremely hard. And when I say extremely hard, I actually mean extremely hard. So let me real quick just go to the boss. By the way, I need 1 more secret weapon to make a Godly, so this better be the Bloodman. That's all I'm gonna say. This better be the Bloodman that we need. Let's do this as well. Okay, there we go. So we should be good to go now. But anyway, so I have a picture here from Will. Will has actually 2 heart mugs so far. You guys know Will, he's helping us with carries lately. So Will has sent me here a couple of pictures. So you see here, obviously, baseline luck 4.95. His luck with 1 relic goes up to 6.36. And if he equips a second relic, it only goes up to 6.68. Now, I don't know what level his relics are, but regardless, you see that the diminishing returns are pretty heavy. Now, is it worth equipping the second luck relic? Probably, but you don't really have to worry about all that much. It's really not that impactful. Like, diminishing returns are so big that don't bother with it. If it comes eventually, sure, it comes. But you don't really have to worry about it. That's all I'm trying to say. So anyway, this is another picture that I have from earlier. I guess I wanted to guys show you live because I want to show you guys the difference in the egg percentages. But I took a picture earlier during a darkness with every single boost active. So we don't have the baseline secret rates. I don't really remember them. If somebody does remember the darkness secret rates without any boosts active, please type it in the comments. But you guys remember that the daytime darkness pet was 70.7 thousand, 1 in 70.7 thousand. So this is a picture with all of the boosts active. And as you guys can see, the odds drop down to 40.26k. So I won't say it's half, but it's close to half. So I would say that Relic does a pretty big deal in terms of what it does with luck. Obviously, you have 3 boosts active, so it's not just that. But you guys, I would highly recommend you to try and go for a heart mug. Like, it's Thursday. You still have time to actually reset your pass and try to go for 1 more. Now, you're gonna probably have to spend like 40 more Robux, but if you don't have a heart mug, I would highly advise you to do that, guys. It's really, really worth. And yeah, I think that was pretty much for the video. I don't think there's anything else to be said here. So yep, that was pretty much it. Best of luck getting the heart mug. It's gonna do a tremendous work, especially early on in the update. Like, imagine, like, you guys know that mythicals are even an upgrade at the start of updates. So just imagine that you're like hatching mythicals. Now, from what I've seen, mythicals go up from 0.05 to 0.06 with the luck boost and the relic. Or I think that was just the relic itself. Because looking back at the picture that I linked earlier, my mythic pet was 0.08, so that is pretty much a 60% lag increase on the mythical, which is going to be pretty big early on in the updates, and that's going to propel you forward. Like, imagine you just pull a secret pet early on in the update and you just grind the first night with it. It's gonna like boost you so much. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I'm gonna go back to bed because I'm still pretty shit, and I think fever is actually starting to rise now because I've been off the bed for the past 2 hours or something. Anyway, that was pretty much it for this video, guys. As always, if you guys have enjoyed, make sure to click the like and subscribe button down below, and I'll see you guys all on the next one. Take care.